In the glamorous world of K-pop, success often looks effortless. We see the lights, the cheers, the flawless performances, but behind those perfect smiles, there are stories of pain, pressure, and personal battles that few fans ever hear about. And recently, one of those stories came from Chaeyoung, the beloved member of Twice, one of the most powerful girl groups in K-pop history. After years of group success, Chaeyoung took a bold step. She released her first solo album, Lil Fantasy Vol.1. It was supposed to be a moment of triumph, a celebration of her growth as an artist. But what happened next left fans shocked and the industry talking. Blu-ray solo debut that surprised everyone. On the day of release, excitement filled the air. Fans expected massive sales, just like her group mates. But within 24 hours, only a few hundred albums were sold. Even after a week, total sales barely crossed 134,000 copies, far lower than what many had predicted for a top-tier idol. The numbers themselves weren't the real story, it was what they represented, a clash between creative freedom and commercial expectation. While some questioned the album's concept, others saw it as proof of Chaeyoung's courage. Unlike the bright, energetic style that Twice is known for, her solo project leaned toward alternative R&B and dream pop, moody, experimental, and deeply personal. It was music that reflected her, not the polished image the industry wanted her to maintain. But as the world later learned, behind this quiet and artistic release was a young woman who had nearly reached her breaking point. Crescent Moon: The Cost of Perfection. In a candid interview, Chaeyoung revealed that she once came dangerously close to leaving the group. "I barely slept, sometimes just 30 minutes a night," she confessed. "There were days when I felt like my body couldn't move anymore." That simple statement hit fans hard. Because for years, idols like Chaeyoung had been seen as symbols of perfection, always smiling, always strong, never breaking. But the truth was much harsher. The price of maintaining that image often meant sacrificing sleep, health, and even happiness. Imagine being on stage with a smile, knowing you've had less than an hour of rest. Imagine performing in front of thousands while your body is screaming for recovery. That was her reality, and she wasn't alone. Her confession opened a much-needed conversation within the fandom. How much pressure is too much? How long can idols be expected to perform like machines before they collapse under their own perfection? Heartbreak almost leaving, yet choosing strength. There was a time when Chaeyoung genuinely thought of quitting. The exhaustion, the mental toll, and the overwhelming schedule made her question her path. But in the end, she chose to stay, not because of fame, but because of her fans and the love for music that still burned inside her. Her decision wasn't easy. Staying meant facing expectations that never stop growing, enduring comparisons she never asked for, and working through moments of deep self-doubt. And yet, she stayed. That alone speaks volumes about her strength. A global paradox. While domestic sales seemed disappointing, Chaeyoung's album found surprising success overseas. Lil Fantasy Vol.1 charted on Billboard 200 at number 38 and hit the #1 spot on emerging artists, proving that global fans still deeply connect with her artistry. It's a fascinating contrast, a reminder that success looks different depending on where you stand. In Korea, sales might define popularity. But globally, authenticity and emotion often speak louder. Her album may not have topped local charts, but it touched hearts, especially among those who saw themselves in her struggle for identity and purpose. Hibiscus: A New Chapter for K-pop Idols. Chaeyoung's journey is more than just a story about an album. It's a reflection of a growing shift in K-pop, where idols are beginning to show their humanity, their fatigue, their creative desires. They are no longer just products of entertainment companies. They are artists, dreamers, and people trying to survive under intense scrutiny. Her story invites us, as fans, to look deeper, to appreciate not just the performance, but the person behind it. Because every song, every dance, every album comes with unseen sacrifices. Sparkles: A reminder for all of us. In the end, Chaeyoung's solo project might not have broken records, but it broke silence. She showed courage, to be real, to be honest, and to be vulnerable in front of millions. Her path reminds us that success isn't just about charts and sales. Sometimes, it's about staying true to yourself even when the world doesn't understand. It's about finding meaning beyond the applause, and learning to stand tall, even when your voice shakes. So as we watch her continue to evolve, one thing is clear. Chaeyoung isn't just an idol, she's an artist, a fighter, and a voice for a new kind of strength in K-pop. Speech Balloon: What do you think? Did Chaeyoung's story change the way you see idols? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more heartfelt stories and breaking K-pop updates.